Hey, welcome back. This is the fourth and final segment of this first episode of Pints and Pelvic Health. I'm Megan Cranenberg, Doctor of Physical Therapy, joined by...
I'm Dr. Josie Ball, chiropractor.
Excellent. So we've been talking today a lot about pregnancy-related care, pregnancy-related pain. It's been fun. If you haven't already watched the previous episodes, check that out. Share with your friends. Good information there. I want to wrap up today, and I want to wrap up every podcast just with hearing from you about something that you've been reading or watching or listening to, or a class that you went to lately that just has given you a renewed fire to be excited about what you do, or something that you just kind of want to stand on top of a mountain and share with everybody out here. Please read this book.
Yes.
So go. You get the idea.
So I took a class about 2 weeks ago, and it's kind of a new concept. A chiropractor out of Portland. His name's Phil Snell. Brilliant guy.
Phil Snell.
Yep, check his stuff out. We can put his link in there. He's the guy behind Fix Your Own Back.
Okay.
And he's got his website, fixyourownback.com. But Phil came up and taught our clinic about a new technique he's putting together called Dermal Traction method.
Okay.
And it's basically providing a release of superficial cutaneous nerves that tend to provide a lot of referral pain.
Okay.
And so we got into cupping and how to open those areas.
Love
up,
cupping.
Skin rolling and lifting the skin away from all of the structures underneath. And
yeah.
It's not the end all be all in fixing things, but
nothing
right?
Is.
But I have seen some really cool stuff changing in the last few weeks in my practice, and the things that people are getting released. I had a gentleman, I know we're talking about pregnancy stuff, but I had a gentleman with...
But this is, we're talking about everything we're excited about right now.
Gentleman with testicular referral from low back pain, and it decreased by 90% over 2 visits.
That's
with
awesome.
Doing this, working through the genitofemoral nerve. And it was just amazing to see some of the improvements that are going on with these sort of things.
Wait, are you telling me that there's help for men with things like testicular pain, Josie?
Absolutely.
And erectile dysfunction?
Right? Huge things
that these might just be helped with some blood flow and stretching and work and not a pill?
You don't need to be
what?
Worried about that. That's a thing?
Yes, it is a thing. It's something I treat too. And it's an interesting time of talking about, yes, I do think that we have a long way to go toward equalizing care for women. But when it comes to pelvic floor dysfunction and pelvic health dysfunction, men aren't really getting to talk about this either.
It's not a discussion point.
So I will be having a podcast later in the year specifically devoted to men's pelvic health and issues related to bowel, bladder, and sexual function for men specifically.
Absolutely.
And treatment options available to them. So I'm so glad that guy got help from that.
Absolutely. It's an incredible thing, and just watching people get better. And the coolest thing about this method is empowering the patient to take care of themselves. So we can apply this and just teach them what a little bit of skin rolling is. Come in and they can pull their own skin away, light pressure, pulling that away, opening up the flow to those nerves, removing those fascial restrictions. I'm getting really nerdy right now.
It's okay, and it's also just input to the brain, right? That's kind of my new way of looking at things is everything that we're doing, the minute I put my hands on your body, now your brain is lighting up that part of your body. So whether we're doing skin rolling or cupping or instrument assisted like gua sha to the fascia, or visceral mobilization, or teaching someone to stretch, what's happening when you stretch? You're giving your brain, you're asking your brain to have a different conversation with that part of your body.
Making that proprioceptive connection in there.
There's so much cool stuff happening with fascial work right now.
Absolutely.
It gets me thinking about some of the work that people with the rock tape world are doing. Rock tape is a neat company. They make cupping sets. Did you use like the fascia stuff that they have?
I haven't used their products. I
haven't used it either. I'm
excited.
I want to go to a class.
Ditto.
For sure.
Let's do it together.
We'll go one.
Yes.
Done. All right, we're gonna go to a rock tape class together. Movement Maestro, you hear me about that. Anything else? Are you following anyone on social media that you think is
a couple people that I've been really following lately is Mama Natural. Put some really cool stuff out on Facebook. I've been just following through. She posts some really cool articles, some great techniques.
That's Mama Natural.
Mama Natural.
Okay, we'll link to it.
Yep, I really enjoy her. And then, like I spoke about in previous episodes, is Jeannie Ohm. She is just a big proponent with natural unmedicated births, talking to women how to just really take care of your body. And she's at the forefront of a lot of research into kind of this new wave of getting back to the way birth used to be years ago. And I love listening to her stuff. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah, those are my resources right now.
Awesome.
What about you?
Oh, so specifically thinking today about, talking with you and pregnancy related and postpartum and perinatal fitness. There's a few social media, like Instagrammers that I'm excited about that I think are putting out information geared toward empowerment and not fear. Like that is, if there's one thing I want everybody to take away from these podcasts, is you don't need to be afraid of movement. There's nothing that you really shouldn't be doing. There might be some ways to modify or things to know.
Listen to your body.
Right, listen to your body and have great information. An active pregnancy is a healthy pregnancy. So people that I love out there that keep me fired up about being a physical therapist, one I just shouted out a little bit earlier is the Movement Meister. So hey Shantay, I hope I meet you someday. But she is a physical therapist and a CrossFitter, and she teaches her rock tape. And her message, not only is she always putting out messages of like just tons of empowerment, just both as individuals who need to take responsibility for our own bodies and our own health and our own movement, but professionally as physical therapists and any kind of person in the body working and fitness world.
Absolutely.
Messages of like staying accountable and getting out there and making it happen. And so as a private business owner, I love that. And she has really great videos, especially if you're into CrossFit or high intensity interval training. Go follow Shantay, Movement Meister, on Instagram, because she routinely posts great modifications to different CrossFit style workouts when you're either recovering from injury or you know that you need to add like your hip and core stability. Really sensible modifications. And so that's kind of for the general population. And then specific to pregnancy and postpartum fitness, there's a couple groups I like. There's Fit Mums for Life Pregnancy out of New Zealand. They have great modifications to think like planks as you're like while you're pregnant and getting back into fitness postpartum. And I'll link to them in the comments. And the Girls Gone Strong.
Oh,
have you heard of them?
No.
The Girls Gone Strong. There's a few groups out there with kind of Girls Gone Strong in their title. But the Girls Gone Strong I've been following on Instagram for a while, and they will shout out different high intensity workouts for the day, which as much as I love helping other people understand their bodies and try new things, for myself, I really want somebody else to tell me what to do. I do not want to think about my own workout. I loved CrossFit. I still like it. I think it's great. I'm going to have a chat with a CrossFit coach at another podcast later. It's not as, it's not evil. No, it gets people moving and in functional ways. But we need to know how to modify it sometimes. So I love a fitness world where I get ideas of what to do. I can modify from there, but if I'm given the workout, then I can just go to the gym and not think about it.
Exactly.
And the minute I start to think about what I'm going to do for that day, I will be on the couch watching Chuck on Amazon Prime instead.
Well,
okay?
Here's my motivation real fast. And it's not the mental
health. This is so hard. I'm tired of thinking about what people should do to move today. I love it for you guys. I don't love it for myself. So the Girls Gone Strong. And they're also just really sharing like really sensible information that is so much more based in the sound physiology of movement and not fear tactics. I'm over fear tactics.
Empower these.
Use your body. There's more that you can do than not. And if you feel stuck, come find one of us.
Absolutely.
And if you don't live close to Kitsap County, Washington, or Gig Harbor, Washington, and you're interested in this, please, respond in the comments below, and we will both we will both comment back. We will link to websites where you can find a pelvic floor physical therapist or a chiropractor trained in pregnancy and postpartum, or the Webster technique near you. Okay, and so we just want you to know that there's answers out there.
Absolutely.
So, Josie, thank you for doing this with me
Oh, it's
today.
been my
It's
pleasure.
always a shot in the arm to talk with you and feel, you know, the farmers and the cowboys can be friends,
Always.
right? Always. Which you'll have to go back to the very first episode to understand why that song reference is applicable today. So here's to your pelvic health.
Yes.
Bottoms up. Cheeky.
And cut.
I like it. Good work, lady.
Good.